What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Dark Avenger Live. We are live. It's been 2 weeks. Got Brilliant. I got Siribot going on. We're going to talk about that in a moment. I'm sorry that I took 2 weeks off. We had a lot. It was very busy over here the past couple of weeks. So, unfortunately, I was unable to do Dark Avenger Live. One of the weeks was to get a review out. And then we got closer to the holiday, and we're still in the holidays. We're in the holiday trilogy right now. So this month's a little bit easier. So I'm hoping to use this time to catch up. I'm already in the middle of reading October 25th's books, and then we're moving straight into November 1st, which were last Wednesday's books, as we're getting very close to this Wednesday's books. So anyway, real quick, let's start this off by welcoming in Twitch to Dark Avenger Live, because Twitch's terms of service have changed. They've been modified a bit. Twitch is now allowing for multi-stream, so we can now do Dark Avenger Live on both YouTube and on Twitch. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll get any of the pop-ups. I'm not using the streaming program. This is being done by StreamYard, not my other streaming. So I don't think I'll get any pop-ups. Unfortunately, hopefully it'll still show up. Maybe if Brilly can, she can pop over there and just keep an ear out at least to see if anything happens to go off. So this way I could thank anybody in on Twitch. Again, I will figure this out as we move forward, but the terms of service have changed. And as long as you don't prefer one chat over Twitch's chat and you don't move people off of Twitch, Twitch is okay with us streaming here now. So I'm very happy being able to multi-stream because I wanted Dark Avenger Live to be on both YouTube and Twitch. So welcome in everybody from Twitch, welcome in everybody from YouTube, and I could still stream to one other platform. I am thinking about adding Facebook at some point, maybe, depending on if we get people to join the Dark Avenger Nation Facebook page. If we do, we will. If we don't, maybe I'll stream it to a different platform, maybe Twitter. We'll see. Or TikTok, if I can ever get TikTok live. Maybe I can. I don't know. But anyway, it's been a busy month. October was a very, very, very busy month. I am really quickly trying to catch up. So, as far as New York Comic Con goes, not a lot came out of New York Comic Con that I really feel the need to. We got Sam. What's up, Sam? Sam in over on Twitch. There's really not much that I feel like I need to discuss that hasn't been talked about in great length. So instead of talking about everything, I do want to focus on one thing that was talked about that I'm excited about, and that is I am on both. Oh, good. If you're in both places, Zero, you could let me know if something happens to pop. Thank you so much, Zero, for being in both places. Zero is my mod on both channels. I appreciate that so much. That he keeps an eye out. But Elseworld is returning to DC Comics. Apparently, Dark Knights or Knights of Steel, the popularity from that, the DC versus vampires, and all the other Elseworld tales that are going on. I'm on YouTube. It says I'm live. I'm on Dark Avenger YouTube. Brilly's on the YouTube. See? That's from YouTube. That's a YouTube icon. But because all these Elseworld tales are doing so well with DC, they've decided to bring back the Elseworld brand. And I think that's really cool because a lot of the Elseworld tales I enjoyed immensely when it comes to DC Comics. I can't show it off right now, but I do have the Batman. Well, thank you, Mr. Dark Avenger logo. Let me just take this off temporarily. The Batman, where if Clark landed in Gotham and became Batman first, was one of my favorites. A lot of the Elseworlds that I read were Superman related, but I did, as I moved forward, there we go. Sam found it. But as I expanded out of Superman, I did fall in love with a lot of other Elseworld tales. So, I'm very happy that we're going to be getting newer ones, and I still have to catch up on Deceased. And I don't know if I really care about DC versus vampires, but I might end up getting. I think it's like $80 for the full book series. So at some point, I might actually splurge to get the hardcovers, maybe for Christmas. Because I know I've been asked by many people what I want for Christmas, and all I'm thinking about are the things I didn't get already for reviews or whatever. So I keep seeing a number one. Oh, that's why. Okay, that's fixed. Anyway, speaking of things that I got recently, I'll throw this out there because it's a game. Spider-Man 2 did come out. I did get it on release. I got the launch edition. So I will be doing my first LP is going to actually be Spider-Man. I'm moving Mirage over. I want a pony. Yes. Yes. He knew. Zero knows. I want a pony. So this is actually going to be my first game. I will also be doing Mirage, but I want to start with Spider-Man 2. I know everybody's done it. I know all the spoilers have been out there already, but I'm excited to play it for myself. And then I do have a pile of books from the last couple of weeks of Midtown because I haven't been able to do any of the shorts. I do have last week's books over there. I'm still going to do those as a short. I don't want it. I don't want it. Anyway, so I ended up getting Wolverine Volume 6 because apparently this is where all the Krakoa stuff ended. And apparently X-Force had a thing with Beast as well. So I do want to get the latest X-Force trade. I'm really not into getting these thinner trades. I'd rather get the hardcovers. So for now, I just grabbed this because I don't know if I'm going to get the rest of the Wolverines in hardcover or not. Because I remember the very start of the Wolverine series was shaky. So I might just continue from here. And as you all know, I'm getting the single issues. So that's the trade I got. The single issues, as you all know, I'm getting the fallout of that trade. You all saw me review this already, Army of Darkness. Didn't like the artwork on it at all. Do love the chromium cover for issue number 1. Let's move y'all over here and put these over there so I can put them down. You all know I reviewed Transformers issue number 1. Was very happy with that. And then we have Spider-Man India. I reviewed the last issue, but this is the new costume variant. Very happy with that. And then the review that came up today, Green Lantern issue number 4. So there you go, Green Lantern number 4. The rest of these books all come from the same company. It is not the big two. But I did take a very strong interest in Scout Comics. So I ended up grabbing the newer books that are coming out and a couple of other ones. What's up, Black Knight? Welcome in. So this one is one of the newer ones that came out. Granite State Punk Breaking Edge, issue number 1. And I will be putting these into reviews little bits at a time. Beautiful Soldiers, issue number 1. This one looks very interesting. Fungi, issue number 1. This one I'm going to save this one for last for a reason. Now, these two are older books, but I had to because I heard this was very D&D-esque. Side Quest. So this is issue number 1 of Side Quest. And this is issue number 2. I'll be covering both of them together once we catch up with the reviews. And we got Mom Breaks the Internet, issue number 1. Love the title, so why not? And then this one, I actually added the writer on Instagram. And I know I'm going to be sending him the review for Sissy, issue number 1. I'm very interested. I actually did read this when I got it. I'm going to save it for the review, but I will say if you didn't grab this book out of all the books I've talked about so far, get your hands on it. I thoroughly enjoyed that first issue. So I'm going to be adding Scout to the list of books that I'll be reviewing. So look forward to seeing those mixed in with everything else once I get the reviews caught up. Now, we talked about New York Comic Con. We talked about yes, we talked about everything from New York Comic Con I wanted to talk about. I believe everything else has been discussed or talked about already. Went through the books. Next week, I will have, I know I don't have the preview books with me this week. I missed them in the order from Midtown. They're coming with this week's order. So they'll be here next week. We'll go through the Marvel and DC previews next week. Game-wise, we've got Modern Warfare 3 coming out this week. A lot of buzz, both positive and negative, for Modern Warfare. And then there's another game the day before. Now, this is a game I talked about 3 years ago. Myself and my friend JD, we did a live show where we were covering all of the trailers that came out of E3, which apparently no longer exists, but back then it did. And one of the games was called The Day Before, and it looked awesome. It looked like a mix between The Division, Dead by Day, not Dead by Daylight, Dying Light, and basically like a survival horror game mixed with The Division. And over the past 3 years, things have been delayed, been redone, and now this past month, at the very start of this month, we got a trailer and a release date, December 10th. It will not be on consoles until full release. It will be early release, basically beta. And the early release is going to be anywhere from 6 to 8 months. So for 6 to 8 months, the game is going to be in basically beta. Think of Fortnite. Fortnite is how many years old and still in beta? So a lot of people are worried about where the path of this game is going. I am possibly going to be waiting. Number one, because it's going to be a digital, it's going to be a PC only game for the first 6 to 8 months. And I'd rather have it on console. And then secondly, delays, changes, downgrades. It doesn't look like the game that we were teased back in 2020. So I'm thinking that we're going to wait. We're going to wait on that game. We're going to cover this game. We're going to do a couple of the other games I have. Speaking of Dying Light just got another major update. So I'm going to be probably starting that once I get through some of the newer games. And stream-wise, we're going to be doing a bunch. Yeah, Fortnite's in beta still. Fortnite is still considered in beta. Yes, it is. Because they said when it comes out of beta, they were going to leave Save the World, and they didn't. Which, by the way, since we're talking about Fortnite, let's just jump into it. All of the month of November, Fortnite is going to be doing Fortnite OG. It is a shorter season. True, 7 Days to Die is still in alpha. Good point. A lot of the old... And you know, it's a really good game, 7 Days to Die. Actually, myself, Brilly, and Judas are actually getting together. We're going to be playing that at some point. I don't know if I'll be streaming it till I get my gaming PC set up, but look forward to that also. Fortnite went back to the Chapter 1 map, and we're going to have this for the next 4 weeks. We're going to be jumping in time. We're staying on the Chapter 1 map, but through different seasons. And apparently, the lore that we're getting so far is Jonesy went back to Chapter 1 to make a change to prevent what happened in Chapter 2, which led into Chapter 3, and then we got Chapter 4 where we were lost in space. So we're going to do like a Back to the Future thing where we fix something and we get a new Chapter 5, which will be a redone Chapter 2. I know it. First of all, happy early birthday if that's what's happening. And then in December, we're going to be getting a brand new map, Chapter 5. We're going to be getting Christmas and a whole bunch of stuff. I'm excited for that. And I'm really happy to see the original map back. I'm hoping that with this, we can get another mode. I mean, we got Team Rumble. That stayed forever. We got Zero Build. Stayed forever. Now we're in OG. Can OG become its own map? Its own playlist? I hope so. And I don't mind the different phases of Chapter 1 if they want to keep like all the different phases and every time you drop it's a different phase. Or maybe they'll just keep the OG map in general. Maybe they'll go back to like Chapter 1, Season 1. I don't care what they do. If they keep the original map, I'll be happy. But I guess, again, is too much of a good thing too much? Would it be better to take it away and then maybe at some point revisit it again down the line? Because I know it brought millions of people back into Fortnite, but does Fortnite want to overdo Chapter 1? Do they want to make that a forever playlist? Personally, I would hop between the new map and the original map. I have a lot of fond memories, a lot of things that are connected with me and the original map. A lot of my original first Twitch clips came from chapter 1, season 1 or 2. So I have a lot of sentimental value with chapter 1. But again, it's up to Twitch. It's up to Fortnite at the end of the day if they want to keep the original map around, or they want people to focus on their newer map, which is going to be twice as big as the original map. I don't want to get the interest with Fortnite is the map changing regularly. I agree. Like I said, if they did keep it as a mode, I would more than likely be hopping back and forth. I would not want too much of the original map, because then you're going to get tired of it. That map's never going to change then. I think bringing it back occasionally would be a lot better than keeping it around forever, because I do agree with Sam. It's about an ever evolving and changing map. You don't want it to you don't want to stay on the same map forever. It'll get boring. I mean, think about all the other maps. Warzone has evolved every Call of Duty that's come out. PUBG has also evolved. No map has ever stayed the exact same as when it came out. So I agree. I do believe that we should be able to, have changing maps. But anyway, that's the Fortnite talk. I am very happy to see the OG map back. I'm more than likely going to stream it at some point, maybe tomorrow for a bit. The season pass is only 46 levels. That is it. And then you have also the bonus levels. So it's really quick. Really, I mean, I'm already in the 20s. I'm halfway there. Crazy, right? So personally, shorter season's cool. Can't wait to get into December when we get into the new map. I am interested in seeing how the lore kind of evolves. Don't mind me, I forgot to set up Midtown so we can talk about books coming out next week. Again, I've fallen so far behind, though. I'm going to talk about books that I'm looking forward to in 3 reviews from now, but I still do want to talk about them. So I'm just setting up the list. I got started really late. We also had a technical issue this past weekend. I was starting my review, episode 525, and I noticed a bulge in my laptop while we were recording, and it turns out my battery, my lovely battery, decided that it wanted to be like a balloon. It wanted to be one with the balloon universe. So my battery ended up very bloated and very bulged, that to the point where I emergency shut down my computer and brought the I'm going to start from there, and bought a new one immediately. And then obviously here we are 48 hours later. I mean, I got it replaced a day later. It came literally, Amazon, thank you, 24 hours later. Not even. I had shut the computer down at 9 p.m. Saturday. By 9 p.m. Sunday, I had the new battery installed, the computer put together and turned back on, and everything was fine. But wow, I was nervous because I didn't know if it was the battery or if it was something else. Thank God when I opened it and saw it was the battery, I knew it was only a $20 fix as opposed to a hundreds of dollars replacement computer. So I'm very happy about that. Yeah, I'm going to be grinding too. As a matter of fact, right after this live show, I'm probably going to be grinding for another couple of hours with a couple of my friends who are on my Discord right now, playing. Some of them playing, some of them chilling. So we shall see. Click that. Click this. Yep, I got people still playing. So, today's live show, we're going to be kind of taking it a bit more easy as we move forward, though. We'll get more once I get everything back together and situated. The live show will be back on time. I am looking for somebody. If anybody's interested in a non-paying job, I am looking for somebody to help me find news articles to discuss. If you're interested, message me on Discord, because I'm busy with family all week long. makes it really difficult to find, and dig for news in comics. So if anybody's interested in taking up a little bit of work without, a little bit of like pleasure work, feel free to reach out to me. But we're going to go into the comic books. These right here. I'm going to actually superimpose myself much better. So the Gotham War is over. We got Batman 139. I do like that there is a actual foil cover. The only thing is with this foil cover, right? I feel like they could have done more than just a bat symbol with like the static. For $8, I decided to wait. Now, if this was going to be the foil cover, that would have been an instant buy for me. I do like that cover, but I feel like it was kind of a letdown with that foil. What else are we reading from DC? I'm not reading that much anymore from DC. It's kind of scary. Fire and Ice, I've stopped because it just wasn't my thing. Don't read Joker nor Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy's had some nice covers though. Superman 78, The Metal Curtain. I am looking forward to reading this. I am excited. I like the first Superman 78. I'm looking forward to actually getting back into more. I'm sad that they didn't make a foil cover for that. Army of Darkness, Forever. I'm not reading issue 2. I was very let down with the artwork. The artwork really disappointed me a lot. What else do we got from Dynamite? Dynamite, we've got a million covers for one book. In the end, really only like 4 or 5 books are coming out from Dynamite, but there are so many covers. We're in IDW. You got your Sonic and Star Trek. That's about all IDW has left, and My Little Pony, of course. Here we go. I just reviewed 144. Let's talk about 145. As it says on the cover, the road to 150 starts there. I love this cover. I love the shark looking cover. I'm so glad that I got that one. It is a sick looking cover. More TMNT versus Street Fighter. I think this is the last issue. I think it ends at 5. So I'm glad that we're going to be starting to drop off all these crossovers. And if you're writing in the chat, I will get to you once we get through this. Let's see. Do we have anything from Image this week? Patrol Head issue number 1, I might look into. Anything that's a number 1, I do like to look into, just in case. Scorched. I am getting back into all of the Spawn books. So might catch up on Scorched at some point. Transformers, issue number 2. Definitely looking forward to Transformers, the next issue. All right, we're in Marvel. Amazing Spider-Man, I'm skipping on that one until things get better and Marvel gets their head out of there. I forgot to talk about something else. We'll talk about that before we end the show. We have a Spider-Man news piece where I'm actually interested in something from Spider-Man, and it's Ultimate, but we'll get to that. Punisher has an issue number 1. Never was my thing. I'm going to hard pass on that. Same thing with Thanos. 4 volumes of Thanos. No, thank you. Uncanny Spider-Man, issue number 3. I'm looking forward to reading that, but I have issue number 2 first. X-Force, the next issue of X-Force, issue number 47, is going to be a jumping on point. So I'll be jumping on with that. Now we're in the Independents. What do we got for the Independents? Anything interesting from the Independents? This is where I sit here and just talk for a moment while I go down a huge, awesome list of a lot of really great books. But unfortunately, if I was to read all the Independents, I'd have no time in my day at all. So, Mitch number 1. Mitch number 1 from Scout. I don't know if I'll be reading that one. It looks interesting. But again, all depends on what else I'm getting. They have a spot foil, but unfortunately, $31 is a bit much. Why did I just add it to my? I don't know why I just added it to my. I'm like, oh yeah, that looks like I'm buying the books now. I don't think there's really much coming out. No, that's it. Zawa and the belly beast of the beast. Anyway, so that was that. Let's get back into the comments. What do we got? Oh, nope, nothing came out. Okay. So I forgot the main piece I wanted to talk about, and the most important thing. Ultimate Spider-Man was announced recently. And it's going to be Pete, because they're keeping Miles in the 616 universe. He didn't want to come back to the Ultimate Universe. And now thanks to the game and thanks to events that happened in Marvel Comics that brought Miles and his parents into the main Marvel universe so they could keep Miles and not lose him like they lost everybody else when the Ultimate Universe went poof. Now that the Ultimate Universe is back and Miles is in the 616, re-enter Pete, who is no longer a teenager like he was in the original Ultimate. He is now an adult, nice beard, married to MJ with 2 kids, an older son and a daughter, and he's still Spider-Man. I am down to read this. I'm interested in seeing where this book goes. Now, of course, every time now that Marvel marries Mary Jane and Pete, immediately it must be a family. It can't just be the two of them. I'm okay with that, though, because we all know about Mayday. And there was a little hint dropped. Yes, I do love his beard as well. And there was a hint dropped that Mephisto was going to be beaten by Mayday, and that's why he screwed up Peter's past. And I do love how at New York Comic Con, you know, Marvel has been ousting people in the Spider-Man panel who are asking when they're going to undo One More Day. Again, I understand Marvel's frustration. They don't want to put them back together. And I know a lot of people on Twitter are like, when are the fans going to let this go? The point is, playing devil's advocate here, I'm not a fan of what's happening in Spider-Man. That's me. I was very happy with Mary Jane and Spider-Man together, but that's not the deal breaker. That is not the deal breaker for Spider-Man. We just don't have good storytelling with Spider-Man right now. I'm not interested. Gang War looks dumb. I'm not interested at all. The foil cover coming out I will be getting, but the book itself, not appealing at all. And they were going to undo One More Day, and the writer who's on Spider-Man now was going to be the one that does it, or the one before, and Marvel at the very last minute changed their mind and said, nope, never mind. And that's why, again, I'm going to play devil's advocate. I don't care. Marvel wants to do this. They can. If it's a good spider story, I'm going to read it. If it's not, which it hasn't been, I'm not. But you can't castrate or be mad at the Spider-Man fans that want the way Spider-Man was from creation till One More Day to go back to the way it was, where they enjoyed the book. If Mary Jane and Spider-Man got back together, would I be happy? Yes. Would I buy the book? Yes. But I mean, if the book was good, would I buy it anyway? Yes. The problem is, you're a company, and I don't know who's the one that's got they're doubling down on this decision that Spider-Man and Mary Jane can't get together, and they took their butt and they're clenching it, and they're making sure that this is the one thing out of everything they've done in Marvel that they will not undo for some reason. This is the definitive thing Marvel will not undo, and they're sticking to their guns. They're clenched butt and everything. And you know what? It's coming back to bite them because people aren't really reading Spider-Man. And when Ultimate Spider-Man sells really well, which I'm predicting it will, it's still not going to wake Marvel up. They're going to be like, well, you want Pete and Mary Jane married? There you go. Read Ultimate. But this is going to be the miserable Spider-Man, the one that's not married. Mary Jane is engaged or married to somebody else already. I haven't read Amazing Spider-Man in forever. I read 2 issues, found out that it was the Goblin serum and not the black suit. I was done. Done. So, Amazing, I don't know. I think that Marvel's wrong for just, booting out anyone who asks about undoing One More Day. If your fans are passionate enough to be asking over and over to fix the problem you created, and you're just getting upset at this point and saying it's been 10 years, yeah, that's right. It's been 10 years, and people are still not liking Spider-Man. You wonder what's wrong. That's it. That's what's wrong. That's why everybody's reading everything around Spider-Man. Like, family, whatever it was, back when you went and did another universe where it was Spider-Man, MJ and his wife. That's why everybody likes Peter B. Parker from Into the Spider-Verse, because that worked out. That's why everybody likes this Peter Parker, because him and Mary Jane are together. And guess what, Marvel? You can't touch this because this is from Sony. And that's why everybody liked is going to be liking Ultimate Spider-Man. You're not seeing, it's like, the things aren't connecting for you for some reason anymore, and you're not realizing all the places where Spider-Man and Mary Jane are together is successful. Everybody loves it, but then you wonder why nobody loves Amazing. It's because you're not getting your head out of your ass and realizing we're doubling down on the wrong thing. You want to go double down on something, go fix a few of your other books and double down on the way they were. Don't double down on Spider-Man. Fix the problem. Devil's Advocate, or give us a good story that I feel is worth reading. Because right now, you're giving me nothing. And then you're talking about Gang Wars that's going to cross over with She-Hulk, Daredevil, and a few other books. And I don't give a crap about that. And then you're going to add miniseries to it. Guys, do you know how many books that are connected to the Fall of X right now? You know, the Fall of X, this series that has like 12 different books connected to it. Do you know how many books there are in that? And you want me to read Gang Wars, another 10 books that's going to go for 2 months long or 2.5 months long? No, thank you. But give me a good Spider-Man story, or fix Spider-Man, do one or the other, and then I'll start reading it again. Personally, I'm saving my money and I'm buying other Marvel books. Wolverine, Deadpool, when there's a Deadpool series. Spider-Boy just came out. I'm going to be trying that. Superior Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man, to name a few. But yes, so my rant is done. Ultimate Spider-Man, really looking forward to it. And with that, I'm going to end this live show. We've gone a half hour. I'm losing my voice from yelling. Welcome back, Twitch. Really glad to have Dark Avenger Live on there. YouTube, I'm going to be working hard on getting the next review out soon. Dark Avenger Live will be again live. Next Monday, we're going to stay to a consistent schedule. If we can catch up, God willing, I would love to do a few other series. I've got my friend Smoke, who's helping me edit videos, which I really, truly appreciate. Last minute, he helped me edit 525 together because there was an issue with the microphone. So thank God I have an editor that can work fast. So hopefully we'll get some work done on that. And with an editor, I'll be able to get more videos done. But anyway, links in the description below or on the channel below, all the social medias, Twitch and TikTok, which I'm going to get back to doing some TikToks. There'll be some shorts on YouTube very soon as well. Love you guys. Take care. Have a great week. Till next time, everybody, take care. Keep reading, keep collecting. And I will see all of you really soon in the next video. Later, everybody.